Golf. The Masters. I keep trying to get him to put golf on TV.
Yeah, I mean, we're a few months away from there being golf on one TV around here pretty regular, but...
Your office, that's crazy.
It's true, I am. All right, Justin, take us there. Sing us that song. Sing us that sweet romance.
I should have brought a drink in.
You have time.
It's fine.
Have
It's
time.
fine. It's fine. No thanks. I really at this point wish I had made a coffee. It's okay. All right. Oh, now you're yawning. Oh, it's your fault.
Hang on, I had this.
Why are yawns contagious?
Yawning is contagious.
All right, ready? What is this called? Message recap? Or
Yep.
Follow up.
It's the message.
Message follow up.
Recap.
Message recap.
Are y'all ever going to change the name?
Yeah, 100%.
Because, I mean, we don't
I think
talk
it's
about
funny now
message.
this point.
It is. It is part of the introduction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Transformation Church Message Recap Podcast. We're back.
We are back.
We back, baby.
Yeah.
We figured after last week's podcast, anyone that came back for another episode, you're just a glutton for punishment.
Well,
really,
you
at this
know,
point.
I had several conversations this week. We had some people that watched. I guess that episode was the first time, and that's
Really?
yeah.
That's
Some
the
people
first
said
time.
there was a lady that was at prayer, 7 days of prayer every day that I had not met before, but on her way out of prayer one day, she stopped. Said she listened. I think on Thursday or Friday, she mentioned that she watched it, and
Wow.
it was just we kind of laughing about it, you know.
Wow.
And,
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so we got some new viewers or listeners lately. So welcome, glad you're here. It's quite a trip, quite a journey.
I got on YouTube Saturday night. I just had some time to kill, and I said, let me go just see what's going on with that podcast video. You know, and brought it up. 90 views.
Yeah, let's say
90 people. Or one person 90 times. Who really knows?
yeah.
But
it was Nate refreshing.
there's had,
right?
it's had 90. Yeah, every time he's on, he's like refreshing.
Refresh.
Get more. I thought to myself, 90 hours
Hey,
of this podcast has been viewed, and man, I'm really excited. I'm glad you guys have want to go on.
and
that
that's just
journey with it.
YouTube. Not to mention downloads.
No, the actual podcast has to have more. Like
Has to have
way more
more.
people listen to our podcast than watch the YouTube. But
The reel almost had 3,000 views. The yacht.
It did it.
She
It
got
almost
a
had 3. I
jumbo.
just
She
checked.
got a yacht.
Yeah.
Bro, I had at least 4 or 5 pastors text me and all said the same thing.
Oh, really?
She got a jumbo. She got a yacht.
That's
and then
funny.
laughing emojis. And I was like,
A lot of the students love that too.
And then someone told me they put Interstellar on their watch list because they had never seen it and they wanted to watch it.
I
It's
totally
a good
forgot to
movie.
watch it after
I
we
got to
talked
go back
about
and watch
that.
it again. Yeah, I still haven't done it from last week was a little bit busy, but
Yeah. Just a little bit.
a little bit busy. Yeah. And this week's not better, but
No.
here we are. We're carving out time for you guys because we love
I've
you.
other than getting up at 4:30, I've kept
Kept your schedule?
yesterday I was here. Well, it's 7:30 yesterday, and this morning I had a meeting at 7. Not here, a breakfast meeting, but I started at 7.
A meeting with his bed.
No, I was 20 minutes away from the bed, but but I like this new. Now we're in the new year. I'm trying to get up out of bed.
New year,
Get
new you.
moving.
Yeah.
All that
Absolutely.
stuff. I like it. I just get get a little tired.
I just wasn't ready for it.
eat
I'll bit an apple and it got me. I was like, what is that? Yeah.
I should eat more fruit. We should keep fruit around here.
Last week I ate the most fruit I've ever had, I think, in my life.
Yeah. What was your favorite kind?
You're like on a fast, right?
Yeah. A fast, yes.
Yes. You're
Like
eating-
bananas?
Like fruits and nuts.
I like bananas.
I love bananas.
I
love apples.
Bananas.
Dude.
It is.
I like them when they start to get a little brown, though.
You ever had a good nectarine?
Yeah. A plum. I like a good plum.
Plums are okay, but nectarines,
That's where it's at. It's the nectarine.
it's like a plum. It's almost
like
like
an
a plum.
orange.
No. I would say it's more of like a plum than an orange. Or a peach.
I'm not
Like a
buying this.
peach and plum
Hold on.
almost like had a baby and they made a nectarine.
I'm not a huge
nectarine?
watermelon fan.
I love watermelon.
Watermelon gives me a weird.
More of a plum.
Watermelon gives me a weird taste in my mouth.
Really? I love watermelon.
It does.
I'd knock down watermelon.
Watermelon's so good.
I can do without.
Especially if it's a sweet one.
Do you put
It
salt
doesn't
on
even
it?
fill you either. No, I don't put salt on it. I've tried it with salt on it.
That's the
before.
problem with watermelon. I could knock out a whole watermelon and be like, so what are we eating for dinner? Like, you know, like it's bad. I don't want to look at that anymore.
I like grapes.
Grapes.
I love grapes.
Yeah.
Both green and or white and
White.
I mean, I guess it's white grape juice, but the little green
grapes. You like sour grapes, and then there's purple grapes. Isn't there sour grapes?
Green ones are definitely dry.
What do you mean?
Dry.
Well,
What do you explain?
Green grape and it makes your mouth feel dry, right? I never thought when people talk about wine, I never understood how a liquid could feel dry.
Yeah.
Next time you eat a green grape,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm totally on board. I just never thought about it.
I love them.
And a dry wine is usually a white wine.
wild.
Well, I mean, some in the red can be too, but
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
But it's just usually.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Come on, dude. I learned
And
something.
then Rick
today.
got me doing the
It's an educational podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Rick got me doing the purple grapes and freezing them.
I can't do it. Sensitive
Yeah.
teeth.
Nah, that's a shame.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
can't
little
do-
snack though. The frozen
I've
grapes.
seen it.
Can't do
I've
it.
seen it on Instagram and stuff.
Ugh.
People doing that.
Gave me chills thinking about it.
The sensitivity of your teeth. Biting
like
into a
biting
grape.
into biting into a frozen grape.
It's not frozen like an ice cube.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It's
not
still.
like that.
When I eat popsicles, I have to break the popsicle off in my mouth and use my tongue to crush it against the roof of my mouth.
Oh, really?
That's how I have
I
to.
like to do like the
Golly.
back of my teeth. I'm like,
I can do like a quick chomp. How is that?
Do it again.
One more time, bro. I'll do
Do
it.
this while you do that. Wait, sorry.
Bleep that whole scene out. Bleep that whole
forget
scene
we're on a
out.
Sorry,
podcast.
I did. I totally did. Sorry.
Default set, Justin's default setting kicked in.
Oh, my bad. Was that too far?
Yeah, no,
I don't
we
know.
found
Y'all
the
let us
line
know.
for sure.
Oh wait, you can't because
Were you on his
won't
camera?
see it.
Oh, thank God. Yes. Hopefully
won't
there's no
see it.
reflections. We're going to have
wow.
to check that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a sinful thing, but it was not something we're going to air.
Yeah, I don't know what I was
If
thinking.
you've watched this or if you've watched this podcast or listened to this podcast before, if you're a common listener, that's not good. If you're a frequent listener,
There you go.
Yeah,
if you're a
frequent.
subscriber,
Yeah, if you're a fan.
you know that at any given time we're blocking something out that Justin said or did. But
My bad.
I would say that's
I
pretty
do have
close
to.
to one of the
that's-
worst things
that's
ever.
the worst thing,
one
yeah.
of the worst I've
That
ever.
would, yeah, if he runs for politics, that one will get him removed from office, right?
I'm actually proud of that, dude.
that and
gosh.
the both
Yeah.
of those run a pretty close.
You know, we
race,
could probably
man.
tell that story now.
I don't think. Not today.
No.
Yeah.
You don't think?
Believe that one because they'll know what we're talking about.
But anyways, all that to say is I can't bite. Like I can't chew. When people like just chew your ice cream, I'm like, what?
Well, you know, some people like with ice cream. Some people are like use their teeth to like pull it all. Like to you don't.
God,
you're
no,
not.
I could never. No.
Or like an ice cream cone, you're just licking the whole time. You don't get teeth involved.
Yes.
You can't. What? You can't make it.
That is
You wanted
correct.
to do
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah. So like if I'm eating a drumstick, like the drumsticks that has like the cone, ice cream,
Yeah.
hard chocolate shell, I have to like crunch, like bite down on the chocolate shell just enough to get it to break, and then I have to like.
Yeah. Okay. You can't use that. Yeah. It's too easy. We gotta stop this whole conversation. We gotta get on something else.
Golly, I wish Justin was an adult, but he's got $20 in the jar. This conversation.
We gotta. Yeah. That's.
Jar.
I don't. You know. But I. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't do it. I got sensitive teeth, so I can't chew ice, none of that stuff. Like if I do, kind of what Nate was saying, I have to like quickly bite it, but get my teeth off of the ice. I can't like.
See, I crunch on ice a lot.
No, sir, can't do it.
They say if you do that, it means you have an iron deficiency.
Yes.
Oh, it's for women. No, I crunch on ice a good. Like I always like to crunch on ice.
Interesting.
But you know, so you never liked the popsicles where you cut the top off like the Kool-Aid.
Oh, I love them. I just have to crush it against the roof of my mouth and my tongue.
Does that give you brain freezes?
It doesn't give me brain freezes, but if I eat like 5 or 6 of them, because as we do, then it will start to like scrape the top of my mouth like raw, like a rash.
Or even like eating ice cream or something. Well, I guess I was gonna say doesn't give you brain freezes, but like, oh yeah, when I have those popsicles at the house and I go and get one, I get 3 or 4 of them, cut the top off, and take them off the couch.
100%. So you still buy them?
Absolutely, I love them.
Okay,
it's a good little snack.
In summertime, we buy them by the crate. that freezer in our sunroom because of the pool and stuff.
I mean, they're so cheap too.
Yeah,
they're insanely cheap.
They're good.
Yeah,
and now they make them sugar free.
They do.
Yeah.
Wow. What's your favorite color?
Blue,
purple.
I'm a red guy.
Wow.
I like blue.
I like blue. Blue's good. I like them all.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, if you get.
I'll eat the green though.
I mean, I'll eat it.
Well, it's just about preference. Yeah. But yeah, no, I like the green. Honestly, I do. I like them all, man. Orange is probably my least favorite. Because it's just like extra orangey, They all taste fake, but that would taste extra.
I think in most stuff, whether it's candy, whatever, if red's there, red's going to be my favorite.
Really?
That's how I feel about blue.
That's how I feel about purple. I love
like you're a grape guy.
Covered this last year, 2 years ago.
Well, a lot of people weren't around then.
We don't have enough to talk about.
Yeah,
With the Skittle thing.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't your favorite bag red?
The originals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your favorite bag
Mine
red?
was either blue or purple. Yeah, and his is.
And red is my
No.
favorite of the Skittle.
What?
You can't have blue in the original Skittles pack.
No. We're talking about the color of bag. Like what bag? His is
Oh,
original.
I
His
thought you were talking
original,
about.
which
I'm
is
like,
red.
that's impossible.
Yeah, no. Was yours tropical? Were you purple bag?
I forget what bag. I just know I like purple Skittles.
Purple Skittles. Oh,
So out of the original Skittles, your purple's different. Yeah,
Absolutely.
purple and red is my
if
favorite,
there
but
was
red
a
is my
blue in
favorite.
that bag, it'd probably be my favorite, but there's not.
There's not.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happens if they cut out the red dye this year with RFK.
Oh yeah, red dye. That's
It
gone.
might be on the chopping block.
Can you imagine?
A lot of stuff's on the chopping block. TikTok is about
I mean,
January
Skittles will be
19th.
removed completely.
Red dye.
Oh yeah.
Skittles.
Yeah,
Skittles
Skittles will be
is
gone.
banned in other countries.
Right.
More than
Yeah.
just-
I've heard that Skittles
Red 40,
is the
yeah.
worst food you can put
It
in your
is.
body.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
But God, look
I
at
thought
that
about
good.
I thought about that on my last road trip when I bought a bag.
Not just a
There's
bag.
such-
Yeah, no, the one with the resealable top.
Well, that's how you get your hand in there real easy. When you're in the car, you just spill over there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. If it's a little bag, I'll still pour it out next to the gear shifter so the leather thing can hold them in there.
You're lying.
Bro,
Stop it.
this is a professional.
That is
That's
Skittle eating.
gross. How often do you clean that?
never.
Twice a week.
He's
What are you
never
talking
cleaned
about?
that.
I
You
go
do?
through the drive-through thing and then zip and just wipe it down.
you
I do the
good.
whole thing.
Twice a week.
Good.
No.
Well, not in the wintertime I haven't been,
No.
but I have been when it's warmer out.
Really? And they don't like melt in there?
No, it's not hot. It's not sealed up.
Pour
It's
them
just
in
like
the
the
gear
little.
shift.
So you make
That's
sure all the Skittles are
funny.
out before you exit the
No,
car.
no,
in
no,
the
no,
summer.
no, 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 no. Wait, what?
So all the Skittles you pour in there, you make sure they're all eaten or back in the bag
He ain't
before you
leaving
get
a
out.
Skittle behind.
Yeah, right. No Skittle left
No
behind.
Skittle left
no,
behind.
I don't pour the whole bag out. I just dump however much
Just-
I need,
yeah.
just to kind of give me a little Skittle buffet, and then I'll eat them as I drive. And
Why
then,
can't you just put in the whole pouch of the
No, I'm talking
zip-
about if I have the little bag and I don't want to fight with it. If I got the big bag,
you don't want to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
and it's
exactly.
hard to pour when you're driving
So exactly.
because then you got to go to the knee.
It's really about safety. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really about safety.
Ultimately,
Yeah, the Skittle buffet is
OSHA
really,
approved.
OSHA approved.
OSHA.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's
it's really seatbelt Skittles is the order that we go in.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's just my little that's your life
Okay.
hack. You're welcome.
Come
And
on.
y'all know the one candy that I always get, and I only ever get it on a road trip. Blow pops.
That's right.
I like.
I remember that.
I do because it's got the gum inside of it. So you got the lollipop, the sucker, and then it's gum. Then you spit it out because it don't last, but
13 seconds.
yeah, you spit it out
Yeah.
and go to the next one. It gives me something to do, especially if I'm driving
Yeah,
and I'm by myself.
which you usually are driving if you're with me or if you're by yourself.
Yeah,
If Rick's with us, Rick's always driving.
Rick likes to drive.
Rick likes to drive.
and I'm not mad about it.
I'm not either. I feel like the president.
I'm not mad about it.
So
Yeah, I like to do the blow pop. I always was a fan of the blow pop over the Tootsie Pop.
I think the flavor profiles are better.
Yeah.
Tootsie Pops are just kind of OG. They haven't changed much
I mean, I'd rather just have like bubble. I like bubble gum.
versus the
Tootsie.
What is
Tootsie
the
Roll.
Tootsie?
The Tootsie Roll.
That's right, chocolate. My
Remember
God, I was
the
thinking
owl?
caramel for a
How
second.
many
I was
licks
like,
does it take
it's
to
a
get to the
Tootsie
center of
Roll.
the Tootsie Pop?
Yeah.
A 1, 2, 3.
Yep, that's the way it goes.
You kind of look like that owl that is on there.
Do I?
Yeah.
Because I got a big nose? Is that what you're trying to say?
The old beak.
That's crazy, dude. I get made fun of by the students all the time. They call me Gru.
What's Gru?
From
it's
Minions?
a character from the cartoon.
Minions. Yeah. You got a big nose.
I understand why you don't know that reference because you would have no reason really to have watched that movie.
No.
You don't watch
Yeah.
Despicable Me?
No, why? No.
Yeah, I listen. In all defense, someone came up to me the other day and they're like, "Just so you know, don't go see Moana 2 because it's not good.
Oh.
Moana 1 is phenomenal. I was
Is
like,
that the? I don't even know what that. That's
and I
the
was
girl,
like,
right? A princess.
Yeah, it's one of the girls that
Disney or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, she's a
the
character.
Samoan girl or whatever. And
Okay,
then
cool.
the big.
I know more about it than I did 30 seconds ago. So,
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I've never seen Moana 1. I don't know. And they're like, you haven't seen? I said, as a 38-year-old man with no kids to watch it with. No, yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't
that's
watched
not
it.
something
I wasn't
to
like, let me go hit up
watch.
the movie theater and get 2 tickets for Moana, please. Like, I
I'd
didn't.
feel weird going in there.
But maybe there are some guys that do that, but no, it wouldn't be me. So
I like the
gotta
old
man
school
up.
Disney.
Not for me.
Not that I hate Disney movies. There's not for like I like the old school ones that we watched as a kid.
yeah, bro.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
You know.
I'll tell you
Lion
what.
King.
I'll tell you a good movie that's not a Disney movie, but still good. Major Pain,
I watched it like a
which
week
I
ago.
talked about Sunday.
Major Pain.
I watched
yes,
it like
you
a week
did.
ago.
Hey, wow, look at that.
Did you?
Transition.
Literally, I think it's on.
It was on, and you started like you just flipped to it. Or?
No, I was searching and it was on Tubi.
Oh, and you're like
I was on
Major
Tubi
Pain,
and I was just
bro.
flipping.
Let's
I
get
needed,
it.
Major
I needed
Pain
something to watch
is
for like an hour,
Hilarious.
and I didn't want to do a show, so I was just like looking for an old.
I feel that, dude. I find myself in that situation all the
I
time.
need something on for a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
that's a great movie.
Great movie.
Great.
Gotta be
Great.
somebody need killing.
So
you know,
funny.
he just wanted to. He got put with the Green Boys.
The Green Boys.
Have you seen Major Pain?
I have.
The Green
I mean,
Boys.
I've seen it once. I can't like sit here and like name everything. It's
There's something
hilarious.
about-
I know I laughed.
When they stand in front of the bushes, I can't see it.
I like when they make that cupcake concoction. Then he's gonna take him out, and his stomach's invincible.
He's like, they should put down 3 elephants, and like it does.
It
He
does.
just- yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good
He
movie.
just
You
ripped
did-
one right in the cafeteria.
You
Yeah.
did bring up that in your sermon on Sunday.
I did bring up Major Pain. I was talking about the beginning where he's like, my arm, he got shot in the arm or his leg or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think it was actually his leg, but
Yeah, he broke the
nonetheless-
guy's finger.
Yeah, he's like, let me take your mind off of that. Off
You
that
don't
arm.
feel a little pressure.
Yeah.
Then he was gonna do it with the kid.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Whatever, it's Tiger.
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 Yeah, that's a good movie. That's a classic
Dance
from our
moves
era.
Like the back of his hand.
We did that when we were growing up. In the Army Now.
Dude, I watched that literally. So
What's it on?
I don't remember. I think I just searched it on my Apple TV.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
might even have paid for it. That's how bad I wanted to watch it. I was talking
You'll pay
to
for a Pauly Shore.
I was talking to Jake Hedden about it, and I quoted it. I'm not going to say which quote it was.
I bet I
He was
know.
like- he was like, Jack. When they were in the desert, he was like, you need to get some sun on the cheeks.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking
And I quoted that to Jake about a conversation we were having, and he just looked at me like I was dumb, and I was like, bro, Pauly Shore, and he was like, who? And I was like,
Oh, wow.
in the Army Now, and I was like, oh my gosh, but I was like, I have to go watch it because I watched that growing up
Oh, yeah.
dozens.
We
of
watched that
times.
one and Son-in-Law.
I didn't like Son-in-Law wasn't on my list the way In the Army Now was.
Okay, yeah, we did that in Son-in-Law.
But yeah, I mean, I watched it and it was good.
That's good. Son-in-law's funny.
Yeah, but
They go in the Army.
the reserves.
They go in the Army
The
Reserves.
reserves.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
they go in the reserves so they can get money for their bug store.
No,
Or-
that's Dumb and Dumber.
I thought they were doing a bug store too.
it
No,
was
record
a
store, the music store.
Music store.
Yeah, not
yeah.
bookstore.
No, Dumb and Dumber. They
Music
wanted a
store.
worm store.
Worm store. Yeah, so they wanted to get money for their music store.
So they joined the
So
reserves.
they joined the reserves because like, oh, we can get this money and
Yeah.
we can go do it. He's like 1 week a month, 2 weeks a year, and
Then they were like, well, they picked something that they thought would never get called up for active duty, so they picked water filtration.
water purification.
Purification.
Yeah.
And
And, he
then-
was like, what did they get called up for war? He's like, what are we gonna do? Go over there with water balloons?
And then there's a war in Chad and Africa, so they get called up to go.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's
That's
great.
funny.
And they
It's a
pick
great
water
show.
purification because his brother was a pool man. Wasn't that part of it?
This is the best glass of water I've ever had. It's like, I'd like to thank
My brother,
my
the pool
brother, the
man.
pool man. Yeah, it's great. You got to go see it. It's
Really? It's
phenomenal.
funny. It's funny.
Pauly
Army
Shore.
now.
Because Pauly Shore always had that long hair. Do y'all know who that
Bro,
is?
you talking? Yeah, you
I know
not.
his name.
Yeah,
He always had this long curly hair. It was like his signature. In the movie, he shaves it because
was
he
a-
goes
yeah, that was a
in
big-
basic training.
yeah.
You know?
Great.
It's like a big deal.
Phenomenal movie. Dude,
yeah, no,
Jury Duty
Oh, Journey, yeah.
with Pauly Shore.
Because those are funny and pretty clean. Like, they weren't rated R, I don't think.
It was back when rated R meant like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's
you know?
there's not like F words in the movie and stuff. Like there's
Yeah.
probably a few cuss words, but not F words
no.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like pretty clean.
I quote in the Army now more often than people realize, but it's like you can't.
It's a
like,
good.
They don't,
It's a good.
they don't know
They
the
don't pick it
reference.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when he was holding the bazooka
Yeah.
at the end, he was like,
It's a one time. Yeah.
yeah.
It's good. And he,
I say
he
that
shoots
probably
the
once a week.
bazooka, but he's got it on backwards, so it goes the other way. Stuff like that.
I think I remember you said
It's real
something about that
stupid.
before.
Anyways, yeah, it's a dude. They're a little before your time, but
Well, In the
so,
Army Now came out in '94, and I was 2 years old. So.
yeah. But it's phenomenal.
I
Jury
like movies
Duty's
from the
real good.
90s.
That's a
I
good
do.
one.
I like movies from the 90s, so I'll have to watch it.
Jury Duty. What I thought. Well, I don't know. Jury Duty. What was funny about Jury Duty is like displayed the reality of the judicial system a little bit, where it's like you need a unanimous decision, and you got one person that's holding up the whole process. You
Yeah.
know, like, but anywho,
Did you ever watch like Clueless? You never seen Clueless?
I like totally paused.
Yeah, that's a classic. To
Growing
me.
up with two sisters.
That was a classic to me.
Yeah,
I know it's a lot of girls in it, but it is fun. It's funny
Oh,
parts
it's
of it.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, she's in Beverly Hills. They're all rich girls in high school and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
she's
And she's
clueless.
clueless.
I feel like that's like a lot of movies back in
Yeah.
like the 90s and early
Oh,
2000s.
it is the epitome of a 90s movie.
Oh,
for
absolutely,
Sure.
absolutely. It's
Lucy
good though.
Silverstone. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like clueless in the movie.
Yeah.
It's very funny. And then we obviously the Ace Ventura's Dumb and Dumber.
Jim Carrey, unmatched. Unmatched.
Cracked me up.
You never watched some of these.
I'm telling you.
Jim Carrey was unmatched, dude. That was I don't know if there'll ever be a comedic genius like Jim Carrey.
No, I mean, and to me, the best is Dumb and Dumber. That's like the classic to me.
I mean, yeah.
So what's funny now? What I love about YouTube is when I came and I finally started realizing. At first, I thought it was stupid when I first heard about it, like people that like have reaction channels and they just react to stuff. Then you watch them, and it's kind of cool to see, especially people that react to music. Even it's like it's cool to see someone listen to a song that you love for the first time. Because you'll never be able to hear that for the first time again, you know, and like hear it and be like,
That's
I
a
like
reaction
this.
videos are
That's a little
are
sentimental
awesome.
for Justin Oswald.
Yeah, is it?
That was pretty. That was pretty heartfelt for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
pretty,
never be able
that's
to hear
pretty
it for the
deep.
first time, so I want to watch someone else hear it. For
It's
the first
cool
time.
to see them. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I just, yeah.
And now people do it with movies and stuff. So it's
Movie
like
clips,
somebody
yeah.
watching, you
Oh,
know, Ace Ventura for the first time.
Yep.
It's like
Reaction channel is pretty controversial.
all of them. What do you mean?
Why so?
They're like,
Do you have a microphone? Can people hear you?
yeah, maybe.
Okay.
It's like they're from YouTubers' perspective. If you're reacting to their content, you're like
You're duplicating
reusing
their content.
to get your own views.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're using movies or music, not someone else.
That's very
We should start reacting to reactors. Now that's the controversy.
No one's thought of that before.
No one.
We're the originators.
not sure about that.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Like I remember people that get on like the NF journey and
Yeah.
go through his whole, at least the videos where they all fall in line and stuff. And some of these people, when you watch them in order, and they're like blown away by how even the videos connect and stuff.
Yeah.
But some people were turned on to NF by the search, which was on like the second to last album.
Gotcha.
And watching, people that are like hip hop heads or whatever react to this, the new Eminem, and some of them call him stuff like that, that don't know him well or whatever. And then they realize he's like a Christian and doesn't cuss. And then they're like, that makes it even, to some guys, like that makes it even better.
Yeah.
It was just kind of cool to see some of that. But, or like when I watched people react to like, Bon Jovi the first time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
You've spent your life watching that?
My life, no. But
Part of your life?
Yeah.
Part of your life?
Of course.
Yeah.
What have you done? What are you watching?
Playing Fortnite. Watching golf.
I don't even know what
That's about
Fortnite is.
It's a video game.
I mean, I know it's a game, but like...
It's like a first-person shooter.
Is it?
Or a third person. Sorry, I don't know much about video games. Third-person shooter where you just run around, shoot people. It's like a big, everybody dives into an island. I mean, kind of. You just like go in and
Brad's
kill
done research something over here.
Well, I was trying to look up. We were just talking about like we were talking about NF. There's a singer-songwriter guy. He's British. He's on TikTok everywhere, and he kind of has an NF
Not in
vibe.
a couple weeks.
What's that?
I said not in a couple weeks. Or actually less than a couple weeks.
Yeah.
January 19th. The 19th.
Is it
Bye-bye
over?
TikTok.
But that's just how he blew up, was on TikTok. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember his name. But he's actually, I got to show you his stuff. Some of his stuff is like, dude, that's wild. Like, he's just as a songwriter, his storyteller is phenomenal.
Interesting.
I'm going to text
I
Ashley.
wonder if
She'll
you can
know
use
who
a
it is.
VPN and get around.
You're that addicted.
To TikTok.
No, I'm just questioning.
You're that
That's
addicted.
wild.
I'm just asking.
Use a VPN.
If you're
That's
going to use a
crazy.
VPN for protection, I use a VPN all the time.
For what?
So when I'm on public Wi-Fi and stuff.
Yeah.
know.
I have a
I try
VPN
not to
running
do-
at almost all times, but it's connected to like accountability software or something. I don't
It's
even know.
like the reverse, and like kind of the opposite of what a VPN usually is used for.
Yeah, I don't
makes
know.
sense.
Yeah, it just told me to download it, so it did.
Yeah. No, so they determined it's going away.
That's what I've seen. January 19th is.
I read somewhere that Kevin O'Leary was wanting to purchase it to keep it going.
Really?
Mr. Wonderful. Yeah.
That's wild.
From Shark Tank, the bald guy.
That's wild.
That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. I saw like a headline. I don't know how true that is.
That'd be crazy.
Are y'all watching these fires in California?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's like burning. It's gonna like burn all the way to
Talking
the
about
Pacific.
Conspiracy theories.
It's just moving through.
We're going back around. Is that what we're doing right now?
I mean,
don't
you
know-
brought it up.
No,
But
I don't know much of the conspiracy theories. I'm not.
I just
followed.
know a lot of when I
I
spent
just
my
know
year
our
in,
state, whose primary border meets the Pacific Ocean, is out of water.
and
Wow.
a lot of the insurance agencies canceled fire
That's crazy.
protection like in 2024.
Yeah, they canceled fire coverage 3 months ago.
Yeah.
in a state that they know has problems with wind and all that. Yeah.
And all because Joe Rogan said something is my theory. Joe Rogan put it on his podcast, and that was all it took.
Aren't they supposed to host the Olympics too?
Yeah.
God, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we need.
Yeah. I know a lot of people are calling for, the governor, Gavin Newsom, to resign. People are calling for the mayor to resign. And the mayor probably should. I mean, then they cut all the funding.
That's
They
crazy.
got funding to the fire
Yeah,
this year.
I saw this one pastor at Fearless. Have you heard of Fearless?
I've heard of it, but
Jeremy, forget his last name, but he was like having people like come and stay because their houses are burning. Like the lease person, or whatever, said this goes against the lease agreement. You can't like allow people. You can't open this up to people and
So
stuff.
their church building?
And,
their house?
Yeah, like their building, their church
building, got
building.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So they're pretty upset. Yeah,
It's just why. I mean, yeah, Joe Rogan did talk about like they knew too. I mean, they was hoping against it, but the way them embers just blew, the wind is so strong, it's hard to stop. Like, there's no way to stop it at this point.
yeah.
I mean, a lot of celebrities lost their house. I mean, it's just moving through.
A lot of celebrities that are all caught up in the
Oh,
He
did.
There it is.
Oh,
Well,
see,
that's all I'm gonna
conspiracy. There it is.
I know a lot of allegedly. I've heard this. I don't know this to be true. A lot of evidence. Diddy's mansion burned down, and a lot of evidence was still in it.
well, there's videos of two guys. They think it was
They've
started.
arrested 17 people.
The two guys that started the first one. There's video of them running down where the fire started.
Yeah, they've arrested. I think it was like 17 people.
I think that was the Eaton fire though, not the Palisades fire.
Oh,
I think.
We're almost where it's all one fire, but
Yeah, it's pretty
It's just
sad.
wild.
It's definitely.
could you imagine
not
though?
good.
I don't know what's worse, like if your house flood or burn to the ground. Like I don't know. We have disaster
Really
here,
burned it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. But I mean, if your house completely like, what's crazy is like you still got these people in Asheville and that area that nothing's happening with. You know, that's wild.
man,
You know,
Justin, don't get me going here.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like all those people, even like with FEMA or something, like what happened? Like there's so many houses burned to the ground, and we're not talking about $100,000 houses here.
No.
It's like what happens?
Millions,
Well, the thing is like,
multi-million-dollar
what
houses.
part of what makes those houses worth millions is because of where they're at. Now, where they're at's not going to be worth as much. So,
The one conspiracy that I heard was about, I guess, California trying to high-speed rail.
You know, it
Yeah,
follows the map.
it follows the map. That is interesting. I saw a clip.
They're never going to get high speed rail in California. Too much bureaucracy. It costs like $1 billion. It's
Costs $1 billion for
three
people to-
bill a mile or something. They build high speed rail in Europe for like $10 million a mile. In California, they try to go over $1 billion.
Yeah, I saw.
Crazy. We should have it.
They're talking about building that one from New York to England or something.
Oh, in the tunnel
Yeah,
underneath. Yeah,
that would be dope.
Tunnel
yeah.
from here
Like to go across the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
It's like high speed. Like you would be able to get there in literally like an
Like
hour and a half.
yeah,
or
it's
something.
super fast.
Until you die.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, but people were going slow on the Titanic, and
Yeah.
saw how that panned out.
Yeah, but when you fall in the water, you're on the top, not the bottom.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm with you.
But you know, with airplanes,
Of course, was it really the Titanic?
yeah. But there were some people on
Stop
there.
it, we're done.
There were some
Not
people
this
on there
again.
that they needed to go.
Not this again.
On the Titanic?
Yeah.
There was what?
Those people on there that have to do with the world banks and stuff.
Here it is.
That's true.
Probably
It's
the
true.
only ones that can afford it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
not to go down that rabbit trail.
I saw a new design for airplanes that engineers are working on. You know, there's been over 100,000 people that have died in airplane crashes since airplanes have existed. Not really in the big scheme of
Comparatively,
things. Yeah. But nonetheless. So they're creating this new design for airplanes that they're testing that if something happened, the fuselage with all the passengers is a separate piece that if something happened with the engines, like the engines go out, it detaches and they use these advanced parachutes that come out and then inflatable things on the bottom, and the whole fuselage with all the passengers would just float, and if it hit water it would land and just float, and if it hit land it would softly land. So if there's an emergency, you lose power, fire, whatever. Yeah, they show design list like that seems really doable, and that's something they're
It
working
took till
on.
2025.
Hey, you know,
They basically do that with the like space capsules.
Yeah.
well,
They're landing in the water.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know that they're.
We could debate about how long they're up there, but
Yeah, no, but I thought that was cool. But we should have high speed rail right now. I know Amtrak goes from Chicago. One comes out of New Orleans, and then now they got a New Orleans to Mobile, which that is almost useless. What they ultimately want is Mobile to Jacksonville, because Amtrak runs all the way down to South Florida, runs up the east side of Florida, all the way up to like New England, and then you can take over to Chicago. They start cutting west in different spots, but they would love to have one from Jacksonville all the way through our area, all the way through Mobile, and then into New Orleans, which would be cool. And I'm for that because like my mom and them can move closer. My stepdad works for Amtrak.
Amtrak.
The problem with Amtrak is it's expensive. Amtrak is essentially for people who are afraid to fly in a lot of ways. To go like if
Tickets
you were
are
going to go
cheaper,
from do what?
Tickets are cheaper. It just takes a little longer.
It depends on.
I mean, from when I bought Amtrak ticket from Virginia Beach, Norfolk area to DC, it was maybe $50. And
If that's a short little ride.
yeah, I mean,
If
it
you
was
were
like 4 hours.
If you were going to do the long, like from Chicago to San Francisco, and you wanted anything bigger than coach, like if you wanted the little 2-person it's a suite, but it's still small. That's like $1,600, $1,800 or something.
Oh my!
It's high. Yeah, it's not cheaper than flying. But from Chicago to San Francisco, and it takes like 3 to 4 days, but you go through the whole country. Some people do it for the experience of that, you know. But
I don't know, some of them, I don't know about the American ones, but like the European train things seem pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like to go through the mountains.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We should have high-speed rail here. We should. We're the only civilized nation that doesn't have it. It's just we have too much bureaucracy. We need to make it cheaper.
That's true. What they build overseas compared to us.
Well, especially like when they was it Japan uses like the magnets. Mm-hmm. That's wild.
Oh, the bullet trains.
Yeah, it's wild.
Well, you know,
it's amazing what man has created. You know,
it's pretty crazy.
It's crazy. All right,
pretty crazy.
As Brad's light goes off.
Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
We got
something going on.
What's up,
Who's
y'all?
here?
Will almost still
William.
lying. That's crazy. He was like nervous. He like.
You don't want to be on the video? You got the beanie on?
Well, you look a little Mexican today.
You do. Hey, button it all the way to the top.
Under the bottom. Yeah. Come on, you've been working out, bro. Go on and do it.
Oh, you don't have a shirt underneath that. I can't do it.
Oh, that would be that's like an R&B video. A Mexican R&B video.
You trying to be Usher?
Yeah. We can say that because his dad is Mexican, but
yeah, that was a term of endearment, not a derogatory term.
Yeah. So and you got cowboy boots on, brother.
Wow.
Let's go. Anyways,
maybe that's not on. We can't hear that.
That's crazy.
he's the Hispanic guy on staff. He can.
I guess you can say that.
You can do what you want to do there.
It's just like, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's not the one.
growth.
That's not the one.
That was good.
So, so we it's been a busy weekend. Had a lot going on. I was spoke at a conference Friday night, Saturday, 3 services Sunday, and meeting Sunday. Night.
Next door. Yeah, a lot of people stop here for haircuts.
Haircuts, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I heard.
I'm gonna fight Cody if you don't put a sign out soon.
What was I going to say?
We're talking about I was speaking at conferences and stuff.
Conference,
We're talking about haircuts.
That was cool.
Someone just tried to sneak in.
Cool.
I like the new series.
Oh, the Shift
Shift.
series. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, I like the new
It's been
series. It's good.
Just walking through some of David's life.
We think we had the biggest attendance Sunday ever this past Sunday.
Yep.
Well, I think our count was wrong. Based on what we could tell, it seemed like it might have been the biggest attendance Sunday.
Yep.
Almost 1,400 in person.
I think it was the most we've ever had online.
Most we had online.
433,
Most we
yeah.
had online, and it might have been the most in person as well. So
Yeah, I think we were scraping closer to 15 on Sunday. Then we scraped 14. I think the number was closer to 15.
yeah, that's wild.
What was our January of last year?
Just over 1,000.
Check
I
that sweet
looked.
graph over there.
We got a
bud.
sweet graph over there, bro. We can
Yeah.
look at to see.
We've seen almost 40% growth over last
Yeah.
January, as of this January.
Well, that's what we saw in student ministry. We had 38 the first Wednesday last year. We had 75 first Wednesday this year. So I think TC's growth all the way around.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we had over
So-
just over 1,000. I think is what the number I saw when I looked last January, the first Sunday of last January, when I looked last week. But so yeah,
That's
pretty good.
Yep.
Which that's a big deal. I mean, we talked about that last year, not to rehash that, but why that's just such a tough benchmark in the church world to hit that number. That's why we were celebrating, not just because it's for number's sake, but it's quite an accomplishment in the church.
I think a lot of it too. I've seen it's not just people from other churches; it's people that haven't gone to church.
Yeah.
long
Experiencing
time.
true life
Oh, yeah.
change.
No,
and
it's
that's real
true life
special.
change.
It's really cool.
So, yeah. So that's been. Oh gosh, my stretch. That was great from this past Sunday. God, I needed
Jeez.
that. I've been waiting on that for about an hour. You know, how you need like a good stretch.
I
Anyway, so-
love a good stretch. I do.
But yeah, we're going through the life of David, just hitting on 4 big things in the life of David. So Sunday was good, man, and worship was great, and just it's a good day.
Good day.
Yeah, and getting ready for this Sunday. I thought last week was we're going to be done with the chaos, but we're just right
It
back
all
in it
comes,
this week.
you know?
So it's just kind of a busy few
It
weeks
happens.
here.
Weird middle of the month, though.
It is.
We usually don't have anything in the middle.
I know. That's why I just kind of caught me off guard. The thing is I'm prepping. So I've got some travel. February and March, I've got some travel. And some of what I'm doing this week is prep for travel. There's travel weeks. And so it's just kind of got me.
I have travel in 2 weeks.
Um,
I'm going to Palm Springs, California.
so,
That's not on fire.
For what?
what's that?
not
Executive
on fire,
pastor
right?
retreat.
Yeah, no,
right,
that part's
that's
not on
cool.
fire. But,
No, that's part of it's the Palm Desert.
yeah.
Imagine if the desert caught on fire.
Yeah, no.
That's like south.
It's like
right?
Coachella, where Coachella and all that is.
Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah, no, never mind. That's like more central, like south central, right?
South
Well,
Central LA.
It's out. It's like an
South
hour,
Central California.
from what I gather, maybe a little longer. It's outside of LA, but
Yes.
it's
Yes.
back.
Yes.
It's back east. Yeah,
yes.
and south,
Yes. So south central,
southeast.
Nice.
south central.
Yeah, I've got what all do I got coming up?
Yeah.
I've got all
That's
kinds
an
of
executive
stuff.
pastor retreat. I'm kind of excited.
That's
about
cool.
it. Yeah,
Oh,
And
that's what you're going to.
Yeah.
and if you've ever watched Saved by the Bell growing up, there's like a 2-parter where the whole crew went to Palm Desert for Jesse's father's wedding. They were all going.
Yeah.
He was the general manager of that resort.
That's where he met Zach met the girl he ended up dating for a little while. Was at that resort on that trip.
No, he got back together with Kelly.
Yeah, but before that, he ran into the manager's daughter.
Oh, the manager's daughter.
Yeah,
No. It was the manager's. It was who he's marrying. It was.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean. The manager's
I might have to
daughter.
look that
The
up.
manager's daughter is Jesse. And Jesse didn't like the girl his father was marrying because she thought she was too young.
I kind of remember that, but so it's all over the place. for me.
Anyways, it's at a resort in Palm Springs, and it's
Your executive pastor retreat or this thing that we're talking about?
this
Saved by
episode
the
of the
Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
Okay.
And where the retreat is at that same resort. So
there you go.
it's a JW Marriott. It's Marriott's.
You gonna try and take your golf clubs?
I'll take them now.
Take
But they have 3 golf courses on site.
And you're not gonna go golfing?
I'm not gonna go, but I'm not gonna take my golf
Are
clubs.
we golfing this week?
I just borrow some.
I mean,
I'm gonna rent some clubs or something.
Saturday. I mean, we had the collective Saturday.
They had a whole putting
Friday.
course.
Friday. I can golf in the morning Friday.
In the morning.
Really, like, play your golf on the
well, I know.
podcast.
Well, like I'm going to the rehearsal for wedding with Pastor Rick. At 5 p.m.
Oh, we'll get in 9 holes after lunch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
Now that I'm a
part of that
Simbas
conversation.
facilitator.
What?
A Simbas facilitator.
What is that?
I am
He's
qualified
approved to
to
do Simbas.
facilitate Simbas.
I've got
premarital counseling.
I'll be in.
Save your marriage before
What
it
do I have
starts.
going on?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I've got.
I'm one
so
too.
I'll be in. I'll be in New Orleans at the end of the month.
Nolans.
Wait, you're qualified to give premarital counseling?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Simbas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And before,
Where's
before
C3?
then, I was
Dallas?
Dallas.
We'll be in Dallas
Yeah,
in
C3.
February. And
DFW.
Then I'll be in Destin at the end of February.
We had Dallas in
Well,
May.
I'm not
or
traveling.
April.
And
At
then I've got something else coming. Oh, then I'm in Charleston at the end of March. Just got a phone call today.
Charlestown. That's a good.
Got a phone call today. Might be in Peru.
Ooh, that's a doozy.
So we'll be in. Where's ARC at this year?
Dallas.
We'll be back in Dallas for May, and then be in Peru the second week of May.
Peru's a doozy.
I can't wait to travel more. Can't wait.
Well,
Well,
you know,
where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
For what?
I don't know.
all that's work related
see.
except for New Orleans.
We'll see.
I don't know if I'm gonna travel as much this year. So many points.
We already have it. But you're on half of those. What are you talking about?
I mean, personally.
Yeah, half of those are with you guys.
I mean, like on my own, like personally. I mean, it depends on how many points I got. I don't want to spend any money.
I feel that. Me and Ash are trying to save some money this year. So
I'm taking retirement serious going forward.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
getting
do
to that
want
age.
to, hit a little couple spots. The question is, I like to just go back to the same places.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, you got to go somewhere new.
Yes.
I'm like, I get that, but it's like,
But
when
why?
I go, I only want to go for like 3. The last time I just went to New York, I was there for 4 nights. And I think 4 is a little. I think 3 nights is
3
the
nights
perfect
is
trip.
perfect.
3 nights, 4 days. I want to go and just relax and chill out, especially if I go by myself.
That's good.
So like, I like I like Miami, New York, Chicago, and Nashville. They all have a direct flight, so I don't have to like spend all
That's
day in an
beautiful right
airport
there.
and the whole thing. So it's like, if it's got a direct flight, I'm interested in going there.
William, what you snacking on over there?
Rice.
Rice? Anything with it or?
Rice, it's called chicken, black beans, jalapenos.
So you got your little Mexican bowl over there. Perfect. Makes perfect sense.
You should go to Toronto.
Toronto. Why?
I heard Toronto's an awesome city.
Canada?
I've been to Niagara
That's where
Falls.
Toronto's at, yeah.
Canada, eh?
Confirming.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's lots of places that have
Toronto.
I don't want to go. I don't want to make connections.
Canada's fire, though.
Go, just land.
You
Just
gotta
land and go.
Travel
Yeah.
the world.
That's different. Actually, my family, my brother, my mom, and all this, we're talking maybe next year going to Europe. My brother's been to Europe a few times, or
You gotta go.
once or twice, and he's going back to. He's going to Spain in a month or 2. But
should.
we want to go to Germany as Germans. My mom's mom is from Germany, so we're talking about going over
Get your
there.
Pretzel and a schnitzel.
Absolutely.
You need to. You need to go.
I do.
There's so much out there to see, and it's a beautiful thing. And you guys need to go
That's
travel
like he's been
outside
out
the
there.
U.S. You need to go. So
Nate's been to Dubai once and thinks he's a world traveler over here.
I've been to Dubai, Jordan, Spain. No, but for real,
With the
I think
military.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I mean,
military
Good for
is
you.
great.
That's part of joining the military.
yeah.
You get to go to cool places.
Yeah, I think traveling's good, especially outside of the
Were
U.S.
you in water purification?
With my brother, the pool man.
We're gonna go over there with water balloons. Yeah, that's no. We I think we're trying to do something next year. Trying to go over Europe somewhere, but
I thought about going over there, flying, and then doing like a Mediterranean cruise because you hit different ports.
river
They say
cruises.
that through Germany and stuff. They have those.
I'll be on a cruise this year.
Yeah, you're going on a
I
cruise.
do not like cruises.
What?
What?
You're crazy, dude.
No,
Yeah.
How do you
when
not
I
like cruises?
vacation, I want to be isolated. I want to be away from people. Away,
Stay in
like
your room.
I like resort style, where it's like we're not.
I
It's not
hear
like
you.
a ton of people. I
Is
have
that what
like
your wife likes to do?
yeah, she's like that too. She's like that
She's
too.
resort, like she's chill
See,
out
I
on the back
think-
porch. Or
I don't
patio or
know
whatever.
if it's because I've stepped into life where it's like around a lot of people now. I like every time I get a chance to not be around people, I want to not be around people.
100%.
I get it.
And so I love people.
No, Nate
It's
also
just-
lucked out with his honeymoon, and he went. and he
went to
thinks
Bora Bora.
He thinks not only Bora Bora, the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Which I have a bone to pick with them because they don't have like a shop. They didn't tell you, oh, bring snacks, but they don't have a snack shop. It's like, what kind of place has its own space on its own island that you can't go anywhere else other than a boat and doesn't have a snack shop?
Rich people.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Order
garbage.
room service.
Insanity.
Absolutely
You know who
garbage.
had plenty of snack shops? The cruise ship. And,
No, he's in a
Yeah.
Four Seasons overwater bungalow.
no, I know. So that was how we ended up on the cruise.
$1,500 a night type of
Yeah.
stuff.
We were going to go to, not one of those at Bora Bora, but we were going to go to a similar one in,
They have those in Jamaica.
Cancun.
Cancun, you should.
we were going to, and we did the cruise instead, which I like the cruise.
I'm surprised you
Here's
like the
thing.
cruise.
So I like the cruise because of the people we went with. So it was 6 of us.
That makes
Yeah.
a difference.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And because of that, so me and Ashley have a 3-day maximum that we're
Yeah,
around
yeah.
each other when we travel.
Yeah.
So on the 3rd day, you got to go do something else, and I need to be not around you.
Yeah.
And so and we're both that way. Like she gets on my nerves, I get on her nerves. We just like on the 3rd day, you got to go do. So that was perfect because there's plenty to do.
Yeah.
And when you got the homies there, and she's got her friends.
Her friends.
Like, it was just
And
easy.
Unlimited food.
But I don't know.
Unlimited
Like,
food, dude.
I don't think I can vacation anywhere that doesn't have a golf course now, too. I'm going to spend all this money just to vacation and not play golf. Like, that's the one thing that I want to do on vacation.
Your privilege is showing.
I mean,
I'll plan a golf trip to golf, but I just
I mean, I'll plan a golf.
Those
trip to
are
golf
like.
too, but
Do y'all follow on Instagram or see on Instagram or TikTok they show those courses where it's like ultimate guy trip golf?
Oh yeah,
trip
100%. We send those to each other all the time.
absolutely. I'm never gonna go, but
No,
we just.
I want to go to that one in Florida, the orange
Yeah,
one.
the orange. Yeah.
No, I saw one in the mountains. It's an Airbnb.
Oh yeah, it's like a golf.
It's an Airbnb got its own 18-hole course.
Vermont or
Private.
something?
You rent this cabin. It's like 10 grand a night or something crazy.
Oh!
But it sleeps like a ton of people.
Better sleep a cruise ship worth of people.
Yeah,
for
no,
10
it's
grand a night.
expensive, but it's like in the mountains somewhere. It's got its own 18-hole course that you have access to. It's like a driving range. It's got literally every toy you can think of. There's like a pond with like paddle boards. There's paintball. There's horses. There's
gracious.
four-wheelers. And like literally everything you can think of.
Sounds like a resort.
Sounds like a great
Looked
bachelor
awesome.
party.
Yeah, it looked. Yeah, it was one of those type of deals.
Yeah.
Looked
We need to
awesome.
plan a golf trip soon, though.
We do. I'm
That would be
down.
fun. Well, we gotta go hit those Robert Trent. I mean, we gotta even just hit the RTJs.
I mean, y'all are traveling a
I
bunch.
don't know.
So.
We've been hitting the RTJ. You took the summer off.
It was hot.
Yeah, what do you mean?
I just mean we gotta go to.
We
Dothan.
found out the one in Prattville is not an RTJ course. It's RTJ accessible.
No. That's
Is that the Prattville one?
no, that's right here.
No,
Point
that's a-
Peak,
that's
Point
a-
Park.
Yeah.
Point Clear.
Yeah,
Point Clear.
Not an RTJ
So it's
course.
still like $180s with the
Yeah, no, I'm not paying.
$180 with the RTJ card.
That means it's a
but
nice
without the
course.
RTJ card, it's like $300 and something dollars.
That
I'm
means-
like,
that means
ain't
it's
no
a nice
way.
course. I'm not
Yeah.
paying that, but it means it's a
Nah.
nice course. No, but the one in Prattville's real. But we should. You got Dothan, you got Prattville, you got.
I mean, y'all are traveling
Say
a
less,
bunch,
dude.
so y'all gotta figure out a time.
I do need to figure out how many of these trips I need to bring golf clubs.
We should go to
on.
Pebble Beach.
Do you know how much?
Of course, I
sent,
totally agree with you.
I sent one to our group chat, where it was like my boyfriend or my girlfriend. no, my girlfriend bought me a round at Pebble Beach for Christmas or whatever, and kind of like a Christmas thing. I sent Leah.
So I don't think I would enjoy
How's
that
it going?
the same way. I don't think I would enjoy going to Pebble Beach with just Ashley. Like, I think that would.
It's gotta be a group
I would
trip.
not
It's
wanna
got to
do
be.
that.
But the thing is with like Pebble Beach, because it's on the coast, it's like it's a toss up of the weather.
Oh yeah,
I've seen
100%.
people who
You're hitting
spend
into
like
60-mile-an-hour winds.
$400 on a round or something. It's like whatever,
Yeah, and you're hitting into
it's-
a hurricane.
Yeah, hitting into a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's like that would suck, and you can't, because you're buying a tee time a year out in a sense.
Yeah.
like that's
You got no guarantees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so no guarantees with a
Well,
little
that's
bit.
why going back to even like I want to take retirement serious, because even take the RTJ in Auburn. It's got 3 courses there. There's a resort. It's a hotel resort. If you're retired and you planned well, you don't just want to go for a day. You want to go for 3 or 4 days. You want to play every course. Maybe play every course twice. You might want to spend 3, 4, 5 days there.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, let's plan a golf trip. 2025,
2025.
2026, whatever. Make it happen.
It's 2025 now.
Yeah.
I think
fall.
a golf trip in 2025,
October, November?
is my cousin's bachelor party is going to be a golf trip.
Let's find
like,
something that's
April
in
or
Let's
May.
go. Where are we going?
driving
Yeah.
distance, but farther enough.
Tell your cousin I'm coming. Is that Jordan?
Farther.
Yeah,
That's
Jordan,
Christian
the
now,
one.
so I'm
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Where's
So,
he at?
It's in Pennsylvania, but he's marrying into like a really rich family.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah,
Man,
like
you guys luck out in Pennsylvania. Y'all keep marrying into
I'm
money,
telling
bro.
you, where the wedding's gonna be at Bethany Beach in Delaware, and they like rented out this whole inn that's like right on the beach, and it's crazy.
I'll tell you what.
I know,
Hopejoy
bro.
family just married into money, man.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Anyways,
I
Hey,
think we should
favor
find
ain't
somewhere
fair.
in Georgia.
do what?
We should find somewhere in Georgia to go.
That
Oh, there's a
one,
lot of courses in
that
Georgia,
one
yeah.
course. There's a course at the 18th hole. Is like on the side of a mountain, and you can like oversee everything. And there's like, it's like that's the 18th hole.
Say
I
less,
want to
man.
go. I want to go to that
Let's do
one.
it.
Boom.
Y'all plan it. You know I'm about it. I'm about that life.
Later.
William?
See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
And Tiff.
Adios.
Peace. Oh, that's crazy.
Adios, ese.
Yo, that's.
Is that racist? I don't think so.
I
right?
mean, I don't know if you should be the one saying it, but
For the
I got
Mexican-
permission.
So you got the.
I got a pass.
You got the
I got a
SA
Mexican
pass.
pass.
Mexican.
Is that racist? How do they call it a green card? Wow, that's racist. That's racist. Rick, did you hear that?
Oh, we
He
got.
said the Mexican pass. They call it a green card. That's racist.
terrible. We're
That's not
probably gonna
racist.
block them.
Is that block? Should we block that? No.
Well, we'll make. Let's assess that
They
later.
know we're just joking, right?
They.
Dude, someone left our church over their cat. So
They, the people, not the Mexican. I just mean everybody. The audience.
I had to throw that one out there. That's like.
an audience of one or audience of many?
No, everyone watching.
They-
In a one or many, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Well, this really got off the rails. So
we're gonna get canceled.
we got to go. We got work to do. I got to preach tonight. I get to preach tonight. And so,
For what?
What?
Where?
What?
Oh, I know where.
yeah. Yeah. So,
Who's running the communication class?
communication class is in the sermon. So we're doing a pre-record for a message later on this year. So the communicators will be in there, and then you'll break out. Go do the.
What?
Good there, bud.
Yeah, why y'all just like looking at it? You're just like,
So
All right,
anyways,
well, that was
so, yeah.
fun.
all right.
Well,
Glad y'all were back. Maybe this one wasn't as good as last week, but that was a
It
high bar.
wasn't.
That was a high bar.
we're never going to do that again.
That was a high
Not with
bar.
Nate on the podcast.
That's wild.
I listened.
Maybe we can recap.
I saw the first
message.
part of the student podcast where what's her face talked about.
You
she
saw
stu-
that,
Yeah.
So, because she asked me if I told you, I'm like, yeah, I did at lunch, but she must have. You must have saw that through.
I know. I saw the. Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
saw. I got home and y'all's podcast post or whatever. So
Yeah.
I just like let me.
watched it.
I was like, let me watch the first couple minutes. Just see,
Yeah,
you know,
Alexandria thought she almost hit Justin coming in
with her car.
Yeah, and this dude like laid on the horn and stuff, but she didn't.
And she was like, got scared because she's like, I thought it was like right here apparently. So she thought it was me.
Yeah,
And
she was like really scared.
There's a car very similar to yours that moves in and out of here every day.
She didn't know what I drove. She was like, this was a black
Yeah,
car.
it was a black car.
And then I
Oh,
guess
no, it's not
Aviana was like, I'm not sure. She's like, I don't know if he drives the black. They didn't know. Whatever. I just watched
Yeah.
the whole thing. So I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
it was-
they're afraid of you.
They're like, that's the
They're afraid.
Scared.
That's wild,
That's
yeah.
what I'm afraid of.
that's why.
All right, I got work to do. I love you guys. If anything we said today made you go,
What a guy. What a group.
what a
group of guys.
Great group of guys. And you wanted to find out more information about our church. Justin, where could that possibly happen?
Some of the stuff we say does not represent.
That's very true.
It's not a representation of what
This
will happen
is
on
a
the
separate
Sunday.
entity.
No. Yeah. No. Transformationchurch.com or all the socials at
Transformation.
Transformation Pensacola. Wow. Yeah.
All right,
Stuff.
Nate. Thank you.
It's
Kyle,
been real.
as always. Justin,
Yep. We out of here.
been doing
Go
this
to
a
the
long time.
bathroom.
Catch y'all
You gotta
next
go to the
week
bathroom?
for
Really
another
bad.
week, another
I have to go
sermon,
pee
another
really bad.
message recap podcast.
Later.
Bye.